head coach Brad Brownell and Hunter Tyson.
Yeah, big win for our guys. Just proud of the way we played and prepared for the game. I think coming into the game, having won a couple in a row, I thought our guys were really focused and we had great preparation. And then I think it showed the way we played. I think our guys played confidently, helped that we shot the ball well early. Hunter got us off to a great start, made a three. We made a couple threes early and defense was outstanding. Most of the night, I thought we were really good and rebounded it well. Our bench played well. Just a heck of a team win. Questions?
Hey, Coach, it's Trevor Groves with CUTigers.com. Only 4 turnovers for y'all in the game. That was big, but for a team like Virginia to outscore them 24-6 in points off turnovers, that's a pretty startling statistic.
Yeah, I think the bigger statistic was their turnovers. I think they had 14 in the game, and that's really rare for them. I thought our defense was good. I thought we were disruptive, flying around, active. Guys were playing really hard, and I think it was evident in how we rebounded and our defensive turnovers forced. I just thought our guys played really hard, really well, and Virginia made a good run there at the beginning of the second half, but I was pleased with the way our guys responded. We're going to stick with what we're doing. It was really good for us in the first half. We think it'll be good in the second. Just stay with it, keep playing, and play with confidence. And our guys did that.
Hunter, another great game for you. It seemed like you might have had a little bit of an advantage on the offensive end out on the perimeter tonight.
Yeah, I mean, I just want to thank my teammates. They did a great job of finding me early, and I was able to get off to a good start. Just had a lot of confidence going into the game. So I think that's one reason I was just able to be successful.
Coach, y'all held Beekman and Gardner to just 8 points combined in the second half. What do you think you did defensively to contain those guys?
I don't know if we did anything different. Beekman shot the ball well tonight, which he hasn't been doing quite as well. I think we did a nice job of keeping our defense, tight. I thought we were team defense most of the night. He made some big shots. Gardner missed a few that he probably normally makes. It's kind of one of those nights. Sometimes it can get hard. The basket can get small sometimes when you're at home and you don't make a few. It's almost worse shooting with your crowd because your crowd's moaning a little bit. I don't know that we did anything drastically different throughout the game. I just think our guys did a good job. I think we guarded them hard, tried to contest a bunch of shots and really make sure that they didn't get easy ones like layups around the rim, offensive rebounds, transition off turnovers. I just thought we tried to make them have to run offense.
Hey, Brad, it's Phil Kornblut. How does it feel to break the long losing streak to Virginia? And do you kind of feel like you beat Tony Bennett kind of at his own game, the way you guys beat him up tonight?
Well, I don't know about that. Obviously, the win feels great. It's been a long time since I've had any success. First time I've won here. First time in a long time we've beat those guys. But I've got a ton of respect for the way they play and, obviously how successful they are and the type of program they have. They do things at an extremely high level. And so they're always it's really hard to beat them. It's a great challenge. And so when you do finally get one like tonight, you're really proud of your team because your team really had to execute and play well. And fortunately, we were able to do it.
Hunter, y'all have some nice momentum now, 4-game win streak with a huge home game against number 2 Duke next week. Y'all were actually able to beat number 3 Duke the last time that they played at your place. But how much confidence and momentum do you guys have right now?
Yeah, I think we have a lot of confidence and momentum, but the key for us is really not worrying about our opponent. What's important is the guys that wear Clemson. And, just trusting our coaches, trusting their game plan, and going out every night and executing that game plan to the best of our ability. And I think that's why we've had a lot of success recently. We've done a good job staying together. So I think as long as we continue to do that, we'll continue to see success.
Brad, this is Matt. Just how much more comfortable are you right now with what your guys can do, knowing kind of figuring out some of these pieces and just knowing, some of these transfers and new guys and trying to get all that together than you were at the start of the season?
Yeah, a lot more comfortable. Certainly, it's a blend, and it's not just the coaches figuring it out. The players have to figure it out, right? The players have to buy into what the role is. The players have to buy into how things change within games. The players have to want to play together and be excited, and that's more challenging than people realize, right? Especially sometimes with older guys, it's even more difficult because they're kind of set in what's going on. But we have a good feel for our guys now. I think we know what our team does well, what we've got to improve. I think we've made a lot of improvement in the last month. We learned a lot about ourselves in the Charleston tournament, and we've gotten into the gym and really worked and practiced. And as coaches, I think we've tried to put our guys in a really good position and just get our guys to buy into it. And I think, you see that in how we're playing now. The last 2 weeks, we've played very well. We finished some games, and today was probably our best game of the year.
Coach, I thought that Ian, the freshman Ian Schieffelin, was a nice spark off the bench on Saturday in the first half against South Carolina. He had 6 points tonight, a nice assist. It seems like you're gaining some confidence in him.
Yeah, absolutely. He's been practicing. He and Ben are both practicing much better. They finally are to the point where I think they understand what we're trying to do. There's just so much information for young players, especially first couple months, that they're here. And so, there's hard to earn the trust of the head coach to put him in all the time. But Ian has great poise. He has a very good feel. He has some things that you don't coach. And you see that when he plays in terms of him skipping a ball all the way across court to an open shooter that gets a shot that, he just sees it. I thought his poise to be aggressive to make a play and shoot the ball today was a huge step forward. We've really talked to him about, hey man, you've got good skills. You can score. You don't just have to be a passer. We want you to get it in there. You can flip shots in with both hands. You can make high post jump shots. You got to get to the point where you're not just out there afraid to make a mistake, but you're making plays to win the game. And I think you're just seeing a guy who feels more comfortable. Obviously, we see it in practice more now, right? We've seen this over the last 2 weeks that Ian and Ben are getting better. And so it starts there. When you see that, then you hope it translates to the game, and it's starting to translate.
Brad, I know you and your players want to celebrate Christmas on Saturday, but you're playing such good basketball right now. Is there a piece of you as a basketball coach that kind of hates to see the break here, would rather be tipping it off this weekend instead of having 7 days between games?
Yeah, there is. That's the hard part of all this. We're playing so good the last 2 weeks that, we don't want to take a break. We want to get back in there and practice 2 or 3 days and play somebody again, just because we feel so good about where we are. And momentum is such a powerful thing, I think, in sports. And the one good thing for us, and I've talked about briefly, is just PJ Hall's foot has been bothering him. He didn't really practice leading into the game. He didn't practice. I think he practiced half of one practice for the South Carolina game. And so him getting off his foot, getting some rest, I think will be really good for him. But beyond that, I think most of us would rather play. But certainly feels much better going to Christmas and the break with a couple of big wins. And hopefully our guys will be excited when we come back on the morning of the 26th. Anybody else?
Thanks, guys. Merry Christmas.
Okay, thanks. Merry Christmas to you all.
Merry
Appreciate
Christmas.
it.
Thank you.